السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. So inshallah tonight we will continue in reflection تفسير سورة Al-Waqiah. And tonight inshallah we'll start from ayah number 22. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم في جنات النعيم ثلة من الأولين وقليل من الآخرين على سرر موضونة متكئين عليها متقابلين يطوف عليهم ولدان مخلدون بأكواب وأباريق وكأس من معين لا يصدعون عنها ولا ينزفون. And before we start from this ayah, just give a summary.
So what is the name and brand?
Mean the name of the Day of Judgment. You know, they have different names we mentioned last week. But Waqiah mean happen. And that means this day will happen, no doubt. When that day happened, we mentioned last week, people divided into three groups. Right? One group called As-Sabiqun As-Sabiqun, the foremost. Right? The group that always want to be the first one when it comes to good deed. They like to compete for good deed. And then for Ashabul Maymana, the people on the right, you know, it means the people of Jannah, but it's called Muslim standard, right? And the last one was Abul Mash'ama, the left one, right? So that's description. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now going to describe what Allah going to give to the first group, and then the second group, and then what happened to the left, right? Yeah. في جنات النعيم.
In the gardens of delight, paradise. The gardens of bliss, with all that they contain, is nothing compared to that topmost favor of being nearest to God.
Yeah. So, fi jannat. Jannat means gardens with S. And Naim. Naim from Ni'mah, bliss. Right? So, the first group will be in the blessed Jannah. Yeah. And remember that those people will be the closest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? I think what you call the more or the most expensive thing in this life, the more joyful when you are able to connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? And then to be connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be near to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so we have to be always want to be first one when it comes to do good deed. You know, sometimes even we misunderstood, you know, to respect the other. For example, you are in the second row, and the first row is empty. Many people said, you go. No, in the hadith said, if there is no way to get the first one except to fight, you fight. Right? Oh no, brother Sham is older than me. That's good. Yes, when come for eating, for dinner. but come for this for row. No, you want to be the first. Yeah, that's the meaning of the first class. So therefore, they are will be in the Jannats, blessed. Yeah. Sullatum minal awwalin wa qalilun minal akhirin.
A large company of the former people and a few of the later people. The surah takes a short pause here to say who achieves this grade. They are then the chosen ones, constituting a limited number. Most of them belong to earlier generations, but a minority come from later ones.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. So the group that will be the first level of VIP Jannah is the first group. And it is true, if you compare now, this first group mean the Sahaba, and then the Tabi'in, the follower, Abu Hanifa, Shafi, and then the other one, Tabi'in, they really give contribution to Islam, magnificent, right? Just small group, and Islam was spread very fast. During Khalif Harun al-Rashid, if you know how far my kingdom, just look at the crowd. Yeah. In short time, Islam, reached the Russia, the China, Africa, right? So they deserve. Remember that Islam reached China, reached Africa, and it's not by luxury, by sacrifice, suffering. They have to do a lot many things, right? Through the blood of Sumayyah, the blood of Hamza. That's how Islam was flourished at the time. Yeah. Now, Muslim is majority. We have more than billions. But Rasulullah said, the people will attack Muslim like the small insect attacking the food on the plate. Everybody want to get that. Yeah. The Sahaba was amazed. I mean, Kilatin Rasulullah, on that day, 2024, is Muslim minority? I said, no. We have 50 Muslim countries in the world now. 50 Muslim countries in the world. Right? And they cannot do nothing with people of Gaza. That makes sense. During Khalifa Mansur, when the Roman, they try to rape Muslim woman, right? And the woman was mentioned, the Khalifa, wa'atasoma. When her screaming, her word reached the Khalifa sent the soldiers and defeat the Roman. Just one woman screaming. Know how many children, how many women are screaming in Gaza, where the Muslim. Even in this country, the one who, what you call, ask for ceasefire, the one who do demonstration in many universities, non-Muslim. I don't know. Right? So therefore I said, وَقَلِيلٌ, and few of the little peoples. We hope that we are one of the few, right? على سرر موضونة متكئين عليها متقابلين.
On thrones woven with ornaments, reclining thereon face to face. Now the surah begins to enumerate the types of luxuries they will enjoy in heaven. These are, of course, of the types they can imagine and visualize. Beyond these, there are other luxuries and aspects of happiness and bliss, which they will recognize when they are ready to appreciate them in the future lives. These are things no eye has ever seen, no ear has ever heard of, and no mind has ever imagined.
So after Mr. Allah, in general, Jannatul Naim, what in Jannatul Naim? The first one said, Ala sururin. Allah. Surur mean bed. When you sleep on bed also. The couch, right? Do we need bed in Jannah? No, right? Because there's no sleep in Jannah. Somebody asked Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, are we going to sleep in Jannah? I said, no. You will miss a lot of good things if you sleep, right? Because he said, sleep, the brother of death, Khalas, in Jannah. So in Jannah, people will be sitting on their bed, right? And then, for example, you are in Jannah now. Oh, I miss Brother Sham, I miss Brother Ahmad, I miss Brother Irfan, right? And you are on the bed. You don't need to call, text him, right? No, you'll be there, muttaki'ina alayha, reclining, therefore, face to face. Hi, Sham, how are you doing? Oh, you're here. How's your grandchildren? Yeah, Allah. Muttaki'in, reclining. You know, reclining means to show how they are relaxed. Right? That's the description of Jannah. So you are on your bed, you can get whatever you want. Right? And you are relaxed. Of course, people going to miss first their family, and then they're going to miss their friends. So therefore, it said, Ila ahli masruro, when people in the grave, and after the angel asks question, and he able to answer, right? And Allah will put just a screen of Jannah. They will say what? Allah, please, I want today, gentlemen, today, please. Don't delay. What for? I want to tell my family. I want to see my friends. Right? So now they're going to see them. يطوف عليهم ولدان مخلدون بأكواب وأباريق وكأس من معين.
They will be served by immortal boys with cups and jugs and a glass from the flowing wine. Hence, they come together in an atmosphere of mutual love. Immortal youths shall wait upon them. These youths are unaffected by the passage of time. They retain their youthful looks.
Allah. So while you are sitting, you are talking with your friend, your family, right? A servant will come. And the servant what? Beautiful youth, children, right? You know, just look into their face, you are happy. You know, in Hollywood, in the very expensive restaurant, you know, the one who serve, they always try to find the handsome young man to attract the customer, right? You know, but this young man later on will become old. So therefore, he said, immortal boys. They just like that. After serve you maybe a million years, they're still young. Yeah. So always cute. Yeah. So Brother Sham today, before we start, he saw his grandchildren. So cute. Right? But after what, 25 years, and there's no more, they will change. In Jannah, no change. You also, we will not change. Men, all of us will be between 30 to 33. Can you imagine how look like Sham 33? Right? The woman, your wife, 19. Can you imagine your wife 19? Right? And stay 19 will never change. Yeah. And these boys, they're going to carry a cups, a jug, a glass, you know, and also what? Flowing wine. Wine. Alcohol, yes. Right? So people who did not drink alcohol here will drink alcohol there. The wine, the beer, the cognac will be there. So be patient. But the different people drinking in this world, drink the whiskey, drink the card, just to get rid of the stress and distress. Stress and the drug. So therefore, the way they drink like whiskey, right? Not like you drink Coca-Cola, 7-Up, or any good drink. You like this. Like, drink whiskey like this. Because that's not good. They just want to get drunk, right? Yeah. So therefore, Allah described how look like the wine in Jannah. لا يصدعون عنها ولا ينزفون.
Wherefrom they will get neither any aching of the head nor any intoxication. Their drink is made of pure wine that causes no intoxication. From it they will not be dispersed, nor will they be in short supply.
SubhanAllah. لا يصدعون. Suda, the Arabic word, when you have headache, heavy headache, called suda. Suda. Oh man, I have suda. Right? And then yunzafun, you become drunk. So on that day, you're going to drink a wine, a beer, cognac, whiskey, whatever, right? You're going to enjoy it. If you drink calm like this, will not make you headache or make you drunk. You just enjoy. And also mean the drink always there. Because in Jannah, when you eat something, they come back. You bite an apple, number one, you bite it, and then you put down like this, they still just brand new apple. You eat again, but the taste changing, become sweeter, become more delicious. Eat again, delicious. The same with drink. You drink 7-Up, for example, you stop, again, still feel taste. In Jannah, no, the changing can more delicious. Yeah. وفاكهة مما يتخيرون ولحم طير مما يشتهون.
And fruit that they may choose, and the flesh of fowls that they desire. They are not turned away from it, nor will it ever be used up. Everything here is always plentiful. Nothing is ever out of stock. And with fruit of any kind they may choose, and with the meat of any fowl that they desire.
Allah. What you going to have there? What the boy going to bring you beside the drink? He said, wafakiha. All type of the fruit, banana, watermelons, mango, everything that you need is there. Yeah, as you choose. You can have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describe it to you, fakihah. Allah. The fakihah that you see in the fakihah, you see where, for example, in the Discerption, in Fred Meyer, the same fruit. The Quran said, mutashabiha. Amen. Remember that we used to buy this kind of apple. But then when you eat it, wow, oh, man, this is different. Allah. You can choose because you have different type of taste. Some like banana, some like falas. And then walahami tayr. And the meat of the bird, ferment bird. Ibn Abbas said, in Jannah, you are reclining in your couch, your sofa, your bed. You see a bird. Wow. I used to like bird here. Wow. How about if I have barbecue bird? Right? You don't need to ask people to hunt that bird or to buy at the store. Suddenly that bird and become barbecue. Let's put mimma yashtahun, whatever you wish, all kind. But here notice in the Quran, always Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about the fruit, right? And then the meat. Fruit and meat. Not meat and fruit. Right? The fruit and then the meat. I mentioned last time, remember that I have a program and then time for eating, and I have like a non-Muslim, and he jumping into the fruit. I said, you don't want to eat biryani and all this food? I said, no, I follow your prophets. What? Yeah, the prophet always is the sweet first, the fruit first, and then the meat. Subhanallah. It is true. Imam Ghazali mentioned that it is more healthy when you eat the fruit first, and then you eat the meat. We are opposite. After we eat biryani, we eat meat, chicken, all this, and then you get the fruit. Right? There's a problem with your stomach. Because fruit easy to digest. But when you eat and then you eat fruit, that the machine make them difficult. So sometimes we have something stomach ache. Yeah? So the Quran speak the truth. وَحُورٌ إِينٌ كَأَمْثَالِ اللُّؤْلُؤِ الْمَكْنُونِ.
And for them are fair women with large, beautiful eyes, the likenesses of pearls well protected. Nothing is unavailable, while everything is given in the way those happy ones may desire. Hidden pearls are those that are carefully treasured. No hand has ever put a needle through them, and no eye has ever cast a piercing look at them. A host of gentle connotations, both mental and physical, are implied in this description of these companions with their large, beautiful eyes.
Oh. So Allah mentioned about Jannah in general, and then about the youth, they're going to serve you. You're going to bring all kind of drink, right? All kind of fruit, all kind of food, meat, right? And then also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you hura'in. The hura'in in Arabic means the woman who have eyes and the black one is so black, the white one is so white, right? You know, something you see this woman, you just see it, halas, right? Allah. Ka'amthali lu'lu, right? Like this of pearls, but well protected. There's no dust, nothing. Maybe you have pearl, but you need to clean it. No, right? And he said that you can see the woman, for example, leg or hand, and you see the nerve inside. You know something? Wait a minute. You see the nerve? That means ugly. No, because of beauty. Allah. He said, if the Hura'in of Jannah, they come to the world now, at night time, it's become like daytime, like the sunshine, right? And everybody going to, men always, with bandit. That's one. Hura'in. Allah. I mentioned last time, you know, in the hadith mentioned about the last person will enter Jannah. Can you imagine that? He was making dua, screaming, and then lifted from the hellfire. When he came out from the hellfire, he thought he is the happiest one. Oh, right? And then he saw a tree there. He said, oh God, for a long time I didn't see a tree. Can you bring that tree so I can sitting under the shade of the tree? And Allah said, if I allow you that, are you going to ask me anything else? No. Just tree. So God brought him to the tree. He was enjoying the tree. Oh, because he was in hellfire. Imagine that, no, a tree. And then he saw another tree, and then around the tree, there's a river. He promised he will not ask again, but God, please, God, I want to be that tree because for long I didn't see the river, but can you? He said, my servant, you told me you never ask anything else. Oh, please, God, this is the last one. I will not ask anything else. And he went there. And that tree and river close to the gate at Jannah. Remember, the gate at Jannah will not close, open always. But there's the bushes. When he was sitting there, maybe for days, maybe months, we don't know. He heard like music, people talking, laughing. I said, God, what's that? I said, Jannah. Oh God, please, I know I not deserve God. Just bring me to the gate of Jannah so I can see what's inside. Yeah, Abdi, sir, you promised. Oh, that's the last one. I promise. So he said, Allah going to bring him there. When he entered the door, he said a beautiful woman, we know how many, was waiting for him. And also beautiful. And the hadith said, because this woman so beautiful, this man going to stare at them for one day. One day. Until one woman said, hey, wake up. We are only hostess. What? No. What this? Allah, right? Your wife waiting for you in that palace. So all the women take their hand, and brought him to the palace. Right? So we'll continue, inshallah, when we talk about who this woman that's waiting for him. Okay? Jaza'an bima kanu ya'malun.
A reward for what they used to do. It is a reward for what is done during that stage of life where action is required. In that life, nothing people do attains perfection. But here in this life, in heaven, the reward is absolutely perfect.
All this, so this is, remember, this is Jannah for the first group, Sabiqun. And Jaza'an, this is as reward for what you do. So that means to enter Jannah is not free. Even in dunya, man, you want to have good house, good car, you have to work. Right? So therefore, we have to do as best you can to have a lot of good deed. Right? Remember, good deed even is not equal to what Allah prepared for us, but good deed to show you your level, Jannah, different level. Right? So this is the reward for as-sabiqun, the foremost. Now we'll talk about the standard Muslim. Standard Muslim. Okay, we still continue, sorry. La yasma'una fiha lagwa wa la ta'thima illa qilan salaman salama.
They will not hear therein ill speech or commission of sin, but only the saying of salam, salam, greetings with peace. Moreover, they are greeted gently in a way that disdains all idle talk. Their lives are peaceful, peace that spreads all around them. They are saluted by the angels with a greeting of peace, and they exchange the same greeting with one another, and an even better greeting of peace is extended to them from the Lord of grace. It is all then a life of peace.
Yeah. Sometimes we have gathering, everybody was happy, right? Suddenly somebody says something and they spoil all the meeting. Everybody become just one word, right? So in dunya, la yasma'una fiha lagwan. Allah. They will not hear then I am ill speech. Right? Our sin. Nobody say bad word, call you name, backbite, thing, except peace and peace. You're going to receive peace from the prophets, right? Imagine you are there and Nuh alayhi salam. Assalamualaikum. Oh, no. Ibrahim, Isa, Muhammad sallallahu. The prophet says salam to you. The angel says salam to you. Oh, Jibril, Mikael. Oh, thank you. Right? And the highest one, Salamun qawlam min Rabbir Rahim. Allah. The best salam will come from who? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, you are now in this life, if you were sitting and then governor or your boss, president passed by and suddenly said, you know, good morning, Sham. Good morning, Arfan. Oh, you know your name. You're so happy. Imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going to say salam to you. Yeah. Allah. So now the standard Muslim. Wa ashabul yamin ma ashabul yamin.
And those on the right hand. Who will be those on the right hand? The surah follows this account of the superior group with a similarly detailed one of the second group, to which a quick reference was made in the opening of the surah. The details of their situation in the life to come are now provided at the right point, beginning with a repetition of the same question posed at the outset that gives a sense of seriousness and awe.
Yeah. Washabul yamin. And those who are on the right hand mean the symbol of the positive. Remember I mentioned last week, but in the judgment, if your record was good, you're going to receive it with the right hand. You know, this is really automatically. You don't need, oh, you know, I will keep. No, right? And then to show how, what you call the level, I said, Ma ashabul yamin? Do you know what ashabul yamin mean? Right? So this means this is good. The standard. The Muslim who are, mashallah, you pray 5 days, you fast, Ramadan, you do sunnah, you do many things, you avoid the sin. Right? But you're not competing when it comes to good deed. Like the first group, they're always competing. Right? Want to be the first one. Huh? So what Allah going to give them in Jannah? Fi sidrim makhdud wa talhim mandud.
They will be among thornless low trees and banana trees layered with fruit. This group are also enjoying a luxurious and happy life, but its description gives a sense of nomadic roughness. It answers all the needs of a nomadic people, so they can best imagine a life of comfort and bliss. The acacia is a thorny type of leguminous tree, well known in the Hijaz region of Saudi Arabia. However, the acacia trees in heaven are without thorns, have abundant fruit, and are so situated as to enable real comfort.
Yeah. So the first Allah described, you know, Allah gave him like there's a tree. You know, in Sidratul, because Sidratul Muntaha, when Rasulullah he reached after 7 heaven, he was sitting in Sidra, Sidr. The leaf of that tree is so huge, so big. But in Jannah Mahdud, in this world, many of kind of this lot tree, lot of thorn. What for? To protect from the small insect. Small insect, that's in dunya. You know, even that palm tree, in the beginning, you can see lot of the, you know, I don't know, the skin of the tree, lot like it's difficult. You can hurt you. You have to put something if you want to climb, right? It is also to protect from the mice, small insect, because there's a dead there. Right? They like sweet things. So we're unable to claim. Right? But in Jannah, there is no small insect. Nothing. You don't need to put the throne there. Yeah, that's the reason why there's a lot of throne. Right? وَطَلْهٍ مَنْدُودٍ. And you see the banana. The banana, this type of banana, right? Like a necklace. Banana. In Indonesia, we have 50 type of banana. From a small banana, the middle, until the long banana. That's in Indonesia, 50 type. Imagine in Jannah, all kind of banana. Wow. وَظِلٍّ مَمْدُودٍ وَمَاءٍ مَسْكُوبٍ.
In shade, long extended, by water flowing constantly. These are all types of comfort dreamt of by the Bedouin. Abundant fruits, unfailing, never out of reach. These are all types of comfort dreamt of by the Bedouin.
Sorry.
Abundant fruits, unfailing, never out of reach.
Yeah, وَظِلٍّ. Dhillin means a shade. Wait a minute. Jannah need the shade, right? No. You don't need shade. You just saw your luxury. The shade will be mamdud. Sometimes you hot enough for few people can under the shade. No, in Jannah, right? But the light in Jannah, not from the sun, and from the Arash Allah, the light of the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? The canopy of Jannah is the Arash. Right? Wow. And then it says, Ma'in maskub, the flowing water. So you go everywhere, you see. That means you never worry that water will be gone. In Surah Muhammad, I'll describe, you are walking, you see river of honey, river of water, river of milk, river of honey everywhere. Right? And you never worry. This economical maskub, it's always pouring and pouring. Yeah. وَفَاكِهَةٍ كَثِيرَةٍ لَا مَقْطُوعَةٍ وَلَا مَمْنُوعَةٍ.
And fruit abundant and varied, neither limited to season nor forbidden. These are left undetailed here after having already outlined those types well known by name to the Bedouins. This was saying. These are left
yes, I'm sorry, I repeated. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَفَاكِهَةٍ, a fruit. Remember that the Quran was revealed in the desert. The Bedouin never see all type of the trees, like banana, like mango, and all this. So I had to describe that, right? Yeah. So abundant, fafiatin abundant, a lot kind of food. And the fruit is healthy for our health. But in Jannah, not for healthy. Because in Jannah, you will never sick. You always be young. We live forever. Right? But sometimes you worry, because of crisis, because of war, then we're cut off. Said, La maktua. La maktua, they will not cut off. Right? Wala mamnua. Right? There's no season. Just continue. Sometimes, in America, certain type of fruit, especially in Makkah, certain type of fruit difficult to find on that day or on that season. That's because some fruit have season, right? So in Jannah, there's no season. So therefore, even Maryam alayhi salam, when Zachariah visited her, he always found a fruit not in the season. So therefore, why? Because it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah. وَفُرُشٍ مَرْفُوعَةٍ.
and on couches of thrones raised high. These couches are not described as gold encrusted, nor having fine embroidery. They are merely raised high. Raising high contains a double meaning, physical and mental, both of which complement each other.
Allah, everybody going to have a coach, Allah, and high. You know, when you go to, if you, what you call reserve hotel in the area where there's, well, you know, lot of view, you will ask what? You give me the highest one? Because when you're high, you can see everything, right? So it will be Jannatin Aliyah, the highest. But also mean the person who are in that court is higher in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? So in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the human being in this, remember last week, we have different level in this world, right? And based on what? Money, position. In Jannah, not because of that. But if somebody said you don't consider him, nobody pay attention about him, but they are in this level. Yeah. Inna ansha'nahunna insha'a faja'alnahunna abkara uruban atraba.
Verily, we have created them maidens of special creation and made them virgins, loving their husbands only, equal in age. Therefore, the next aspect of the blessing describes the companions they have in heaven. These mates are either new ones, referring to the mates God assigns them from among the creatures that originally dwell in heaven, or they are the wives of this world after they have been resurrected as virgins in the prime of youth, and they are specially assigned and devoted.
Now we come back to the subject we mentioned before. Remember, there's the one who last one enter Jannah, welcoming by all beautiful women, and then go to the palace. In palace, another hostess were waiting for him. And he was looking like it again one day, right? And then in the middle, there's a woman who's wearing a crown, and compared to all the women, nothing. She's so beautiful. And she was smiling. So all these women will tell him, that is your wife. Right? So, inna ansa'nahunna insha'a. Allah will create again the woman of dunya like new again. Faja'alnahunna abkara. They become virgin again. So again, this is very important. So for the woman, don't be jealous. When I describe, or the Prophet described that men will be welcomed with all these women, because on that day, your wife become prettiest than all the women in the world. Allah. Right? It's good. Right? Urban atroba. Loving their husband only. Right? So therefore, but of course, this is only the luxury dunya, the enjoyment dunya. But of course, our goal, the goal of everybody, you want to be the ultimate happiness in what you call in Jannah. And that's what wujuhu yawma idhin nadir. Every Friday, you have to receive invitation. He said, my servant, I miss you. I want to see you. We're going to have banquet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? So to do that, to gain Allah's love, I would like to end the story. There is a man, he bought on that time, this called people selling, human being. He bought a Jariya, a woman, and this woman was so devoted. So every night she spent just praying in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And even he asked his master, man, why you don't wake up at night, man? You know, this is the time to talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just 1 second. Yeah. So, and out of shy, you know, this my slave, and she wake up all night, and I'm a master. So he prayed. And then he heard she was making dua. He said, Allah, oh Allah, because you love me, please forgive me. Because you love me, please forgive me. Her master said, wait a minute. Hey, don't say like that. Say, Allah, because I love you, please forgive me. How are you sure that Allah love you? I said, yes, I'm sure. Why? Because he wake me up every night. I talk to him. While you and people like you sleeping. That's the sign that he loved me on. Subhanallah. So how to gain that love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? This hadith Qudsi that my servant try to become closer to me, right? And nothing that more beloved to me than they do what is mandatory. So the first step to gain Allah's love is by doing whatever Allah asks you to do and avoiding what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said don't do it. Right? Pray 5 days, fasting, you know, be kind to your parent, all this. Avoid adultery, avoid backbiting, spread the rumors, right? That's the first step. So that you become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you want to gain a love, the Prophet Muhammad said, and my servant continue, try to be near to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by doing the nawafil, doing the sunnah. Sunnah qabliyah before and ba'diyah after. Right? That's 12 rakats before Fajr, before Dhuhr, after Dhuhr, after Maghrib, after Isha. Right? And then sometimes he pray duha, pray witir, right? Fasting, you fasting Ramadan, but also sometimes we pray Monday, Thursday, or fasting 3 days in 1 month. You continue. Hatta uhibbu. Because of this extra is nawafil until I love him. When I love him, falas. I become ear of his ear. It means he will not hear anything but is good. Allah protect him. Allah protect him. He will not see except is good. Right? Right? So therefore, Imam Al-Hasan al-Basri, he said, before I utter a word, before I look anything, before I use my hand, my feet, I almost put a measurement. Is it praising Allah or displeasing him? If I praise, it is praising Allah, what I'm going to say, going to see, I continue. If no, I'm stopped. Right? So in order to gain Allah's love, after you do all that fara'id, the wajibat, don't forget to do the extra, to do the sunnah. You know what difference between us and the Sahaba? The Sahaba, they do sunnah because it's sunnah. But many of us will leave sunnah because sunnah. For example, somebody after salat just leave the masjid. Brother, sunnah. Pray sunnah. Ya akhi, always sunnah. Brother, fast Monday, man, or Thursday. Ya akhi, that's only sunnah. Yeah? You drink something. In Islam, you say drink with the right hand, right? You left like this. You know, drink it. Brother, you know, right hand sunnah. Ya akhi, that's sunnah. That's the difference. We put down sunnah. The Sahaba, you do it sunnah, right? So that's, I think, what you call, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prepared for the first group, right? As-sabiqun, the foremost, and also second group, Ashabul Yamin. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us, inshallah, if not in the first group, at least in the second group, inshallah. Yeah. Any question?
I have
Any
one
question?
question. I have one
Huh?
question. It's little different. When I read the Quran, at the beginning of every surah, it says it was revealed in Mecca. It was revealed 3 years before Hijrah. Some scholars say maybe some parts came from Medina. Why is it important to know where it was revealed?
Mean the revelation?
Yeah.
The Quran revelation, right?
Why is it important to know whether it was revealed in Mecca or Medina?
Yeah. Of course, not very important, but to understand better the ayah, it is good to know it. Because, for example, why Allah repeated فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ 33 times, right? Because he was addressing a stubborn people, Makan people. They are stubborn, right? So we need, sometimes you call your son, Ali, Ali, Ali. Why you repeat it? Stubborn, right? So to describe the ayah better, it is good to know revelation, so you can describe to the people. Oh, now I know why they repeat it a lot, because Abu Jahal, man, Abu Lahab, man, talking with them, right? Yeah, and many others, inshallah, will describe. But just as a good example, knowing that better. And also, I think you will see most of surah in Makkah very short, and the subject also talk only two things mostly, about who is God and the day of judgment. Right? There's no rule, nothing. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi jalla wajhika wa adhimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma hina al-islam wa sunnah wa tawaffana al-iman wa tawbah. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa qina adhaban nar. Allahumma ansur muslimina fi Gaza. Allahumma ansurhum. Allahumma aftah lahum fathan mubina wa ansurhum nasran aziza. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك التواب الرحيم. صلى الله عليه وسلم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. So don't forget to always make dua for people in Gaza.
Jazakumullah khairan Pak Joban.